Good day, my lovely loves. Welcome to another episode of Conserving 915. We are your hosts, Angel.
El pinche Steve is here.
Ruben.
And Dave.
And we have another wide range of topics to cover with you all again today. Hopefully it's a lot of good stuff that really interests you all. On this first topic, who's got this first one?
It's Ruben.
Doesn't matter. Oh, it's me. All right, let's see. Biden administration flying migrants from overwhelmed California. Who would ever think California would be overwhelmed with migrants? They're the ones that love them, right? So anyways.
It's in the name, dude.
Overwhelmed California to Texas after Governor Abbott's crackdown deterred crossings at 80,000 per flight.
Wow.
Newsbreak. I wonder what airline they're using because it might be pretty good to get some stock in it right now, no?
Yeah.
Buy some airline stock, whatever. It'd be nice if they told us which airline they're
I
using.
know the Biden family is doing that. For sure.
They're buying and Pelosi, the witch. All right.
The Wicked Witch of
The Wicked Witch of
literally
the West, right? California.
So, okay. Who cares? Who cares, Ruben? Old news. Of course, corrupt California is spilling over.
Which this is kind of weird to me because when Newsom was debating DeSantis,
Oh, yeah.
wasn't he saying that California was doing so great and there were like all these benchmarks were being met and California was so successful? So it's weird that they're having to. Aren't they deporting now? So that would make California deporters, huh?
Yeah, they are.
They're deporting migrants. I wonder
to the worst state in the union, according to
I wonder why California is deporting migrants.
And how dare they? Yeah, they're sending all these poor, suffering migrants to the worst state, the most racist state in all of the union, Texas.
No, it's because they're demonstrating charity to the Texans, sharing the awesome, phenomenal economic growth that comes with these little families.
You know what? That's right. You know.
So let's see for the
Thanks,
last month.
California.
Pricey Border Patrol charter flights on commercial-sized planes have been hauling border crossers from San Diego to Texas, Rio Grande Valley, sources told the Post. Sources say the flights, which have been operating every week, cost an estimated $80,000 and are known for being extremely expensive. It's like we said earlier, like our people's paychecks right now are running into each other, right?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, they need to spend this money. I'm sure all the teachers here got their raise. I'm sure everyone's doing good. So
Like after all the tax deductions, they still have that surplus.
exactly.
They're able to use these initiatives.
Yeah.
And plus, these planes for sure, they're zero emission.
Oh yeah, they're probably
Which is
riding
sure.
on electric.
No, they run on the migrant power. They're actually pedaling the plane.
Flintstone planes or what?
How does that even work? It's like
on gliders. All right, so photos also show dozens of migrants shackled by the ankles boarding the planes, which are operated by a contractor in San Diego. Well,
yeah, that doesn't look.
I guess they want them to go up like Biden goes up the planes.
That young.
They're just trying to make sure they don't fall.
It's like a Biden simulation.
No, guys, those shackles are absolutely photoshopped, dude. This is.
Yeah, they would never. California would never do this.
Who built the cages, Joe? Like, this takes me back to that time period, man.
Who built the shackles, Joe?
You know what? These don't look as threatening as, like, the...
Wait, go up, go.
As the
go.
criminals that are
Yeah,
being released
this is-
from the prisons and sent, like,
Yeah,
directly over
God,
across the
this is
border.
not
Like,
This is very suspicious.
I was about to say, I would expect, like, all the illegals who happen to be part of, like, criminal gangs to be treated like this. This is, like, really, really strange.
Well, that's a Democratic Party for you. They distort everything and manipulate. They're very good at the PR aspect of what they do.
I mean, no matter how you look at this, it's bad for the Dems. Like, okay, we have a bunch of women in chains. Oh no! Like, don't take a photo of all the hard-looking men. No. Take a photo just of the women. Oh, crap! Wait, no, we got them in chains. This looks bad too. Like, no matter how you slice it.
No, because Texas told them that if they don't chain the women, they can't fly them over here.
All right. Well, and they're gonna be assigned to a white man,
For sure.
to give birth to their progeny.
I'm trying to find out what kind of what's a charter jet, but I'm wondering. I mean, what kind of airline that is?
Well, no, charter jet
Is
is
it
like
signature?
It says right there, signature guy.
Is that what you're saying?
I think that's just the.
Just the
I
lift.
think that's probably the
lifty
lift.
thing.
It's not the. Anyway, so yeah. Migrant holding facilities in the San Diego region have been inundated and are at 150% capacity, according to the internal federal data. I just, I thought it was California that said we're open, we're a sanctuary state, or not just a city, right? And I mean, they don't have sanctuary. The whole state is a sanctuary. So you're telling me in, what is it, the third largest state in the union? Is it the third? It's Alaska, Texas, and then California?
I believe so.
Yeah. I mean, they have all that land. I don't see how they don't have the space to house these guys. It's just weird.
Well, just the holding facilities.
I mean, it's like they call them over and then they send them somewhere else, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
It's like if I'm hanging out at Angel's house and I'm like, hey, come over here, Steve and Dave. You guys can stay over at Angel's house. Like, I didn't even ask. I guess I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, airline stock right now.
You can flood Texas and Florida, but you definitely can't send them to Martha's Vineyard, New York, or California.
Oh, New York doesn't want them either, right? The other sanctuary state.
With also Colorado, when they being kicked out of.
Yeah, the guy was begging them to go. The guy was begging them, we'll buy you and then, well, remember they came up with their own. It reminded me of the Pilgrims where they came up like their what is it, like the rights? Didn't the Pilgrims have like
Magna Carta.
the Magna Carta, like the guys in Colorado, the illegal immigrants made their own little Magna Carta.
It can scroll
But of demands that they wanted,
I just wanted to point out that second half of that
And they were
paragraph,
on rolling papers.
just-
the document.
just to show you that whole crackdown is a bunch of BS. Like, even after the Biden administration announced the new quote-unquote crackdown in June, enabling the federal government to expedite the removal of asylum seekers who don't have a credible claim of fear. So, like, this whole crackdown is a bunch of BS, man. These guys are flooding over the border like crazy.
Yeah. So, anyways,
All right, here's something that's a little upsetting. Like, there's also, if you follow a little bit lower, unaccompanied children, people with medical issues, and migrants from so-called hard-to-remove countries, such as those who do not permit charter
repatriation flights.
Can stay in
Kind of
the
like
US.
Venezuela. They export all these guys, but then they
You
don't
can't
want them
come
back.
You can't come back in.
So it's, I mean, I don't know. It's like Venezuela has a better border control than the United States.
And apparently Mexico also treats a lot of these migrants like trash, dude.
Well, I really don't think I was talking to somebody from Mexico earlier, and it's how Mexico's cool with all the migrants, but there's a airline,
Global X.
Global X, but how Mexico does its best to just like walk him across Mexico and hey, head on to your destination. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Mexico really is counting.
Well, they
keeping
push
them
them through, like,
Yeah.
literally, but you hear people that are here now that's like, yeah, going through Mexico is like the worst. That's where we get sold. That's where we get picked up. That's where, it's the worst.
There's no
it's
flights. There's charter buses.
There's the worst stretch before reaching the U.S. going through Mexico.
But anyways, the thing is, yeah, like all of these guys have no credible. What is it? What did they say? They have no credible basis of
Fear.
of fear. So did they defraud the system or and it's like we've always said, they're just Democrat voters, if not directly through the census.
Well, and then I
And
think
getting
I've
more
also heard
delegates.
stories, correct me if I'm wrong, where they were being promised like certain things by, I guess, other people, like the NGOs. Like, oh yeah, you guys can go to America, like it's gonna be really easy there. You're gonna get this for free. You're gonna get that for free. The crossing's gonna be super easy. Like, I think
Yeah, you guys can be on David's podcast and
I even saw like somebody with like a phone with exact instructions of like how to cross, where to cross, like to avoid immigration and all that.
So anyways, yeah. All right, so I guess yeah. So you guys would be glad to know that they're chartering renting out planes at what is it, 75K?
80 G's.
80 G's per
Because
flight.
because the government doesn't know any money. There's a surplus all the time. There's no deficit, so
Yeah, we're being taxed too much in that case.
well, I'm being sarcastic. I mean, David, there's
Yeah,
no
so-
surplus.
I understand.
Okay.
Like, if they have enough money, supposedly, to do all these shenanigans, then that means we're being taxed a little too much.
Installed President Joe Biden says it was a mistake to say he wanted to put a bullseye on Donald Trump. It's funny how they're taking down ads and stuff because they could be enraging. So I guess, they've been doing wrong all this time. I mean, why would you stop doing something? You stop doing something because it's wrong, right?
Maybe. Or just you realize that, ooh, it's a whoopsie.
So,
Same thing. Though.
But wait. You mean to tell me that there's a slight indication that people actually take Joe seriously? Take him by his word?
the weirdos do. I mean, not the average normal person, but the guy that I don't know. It's just I think that guy that did this that tried to assassinate Trump. Like I have a hard time saying that guy because let me put my phone on silent, guys. Because I think there was more to what happened than just him.
It certainly stinks.
There's a lot of weird things like those guys couldn't be on the roof because it was too sloped, and these guys are like the best. I mean, I could see us not being able to be on a slope roof because we're out of shape and all that. But the Secret Service guys, those are like the best of the best of the best of the best of the best, right? Perfect. BMI, perfect blood pressure. I mean, you pretty much have to be a perfect person.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell me that they can't be on a slope roof, and then the other one, and then this guy was walking around with a ladder, a range. What is it? A range scope or a rangefinder, ladder, rangefinder,
And a rifle.
And a rifle.
And his weapon, yeah.
For about, I mean, they said an hour, but let's suppose even for 10 minutes. I mean, I've been to a Trump rally, and if I saw somebody with a ladder, I think that would be kind of.
Oh, he's maintenance.
He's maintenance. What's it good for?
And then he points his rifle at you,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, maintenance.
Oh,
You're going too hard.
Hardcore maintenance.
Hardcore maintenance.
He needs that AR to repair that AC, dude.
Yeah. So and I'm surprised. Like a lot of these, I mean, we've all seen those videos of some cops going nuts over a traffic ticket just because they don't like the way you answer back to them. And yeah, I would like to say most cops are obviously good.
Hold on there, Babalu.
Yeah. But then this guy, just with all those things, like it was like you could see one domino, but then the next one. It just seemed like a lot of pieces fell perfectly into place for him to do this. You can't help but ask questions,
And a lot of what really disgusts me about the media during that weekend was you see CNN and other types of leftists, left-leaning at the very least, news
the
organizations,
propaganda agents, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really specify it was that he was shot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there were loud noises, and or Trump falls and he gets escorted out after he falls. I was like,
Not that blatant.
yeah, you're like maybe you're missing a piece of the puzzle here, homie.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. The president gets,
And of course, you see those like right away on Facebook. Oh my God, I can't believe it! Trump, he fell. He's bleeding. Oh, he probably has ketchup packets on it.
Which I don't know if you guys would agree, but I think I saw one of the headlines. It said, "Loud noises startled Trump and crowd." He looked pretty damn cool, like as a cucumber.
Honestly,
for a guy that
yes.
just heard 3 pops. Like I didn't see him react with a startle. Like he literally touched his ear and he's like, "Whoa, there's some blood right here." And then as he's noticing the blood, like 2 more freaking shots whizzed through his head. I mean, by his head.
Yeah.
And then he gets on the ground. Like he seemed pretty calm to me. It didn't seem startled at all.
and a lot of these Democrats are apologizing. Not apologizing. They're expressing their sentiments. They're well. Hold on. They're expressing their thoughts that they're happy that Trump isn't hurt, that he wasn't. But I mean, seriously, they don't mean it. And to me, it doesn't matter. Like a lot of people are like, oh, some people were saying, oh, Biden should have gone a little farther into his well wishes and all that.
Uh-huh.
But who cares? I mean, at this point, I don't think anybody believes these guys anymore. And then 2 days later, they're like, oh, it was the Iranians.
It was,
yeah, it's like I don't know who really believes their lies anymore.
And if you don't believe the Iranians, it was an inside job.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, because at this point, they're presenting 2 alternatives. It either seems like if it was an inside job, or, hey, people are catching on that there was a lot of coincidences. Let's blame it on the Iranians,
The reporting is getting so preposterous that I wouldn't be surprised if the next headline's like, oh, they cloned Saddam Hussein. He's behind all these attacks. We got to go back in there and take him back out, It's like a really bad episode of Star Wars,
Yeah. It's just it's just
But okay, returning to this story here, he says it's a mistake. Yeah, sure. And then right away, of course, you're gonna hear, or you did hear, a lot of news reporters saying that we need to tamp it down. We need to calm down the rhetoric. Like, oh, really? Like, and then coming back and saying, well, obviously, Joe Biden didn't mean when he said bullseye, he didn't mean literally put him in the crosshairs like Joe Biden. He actually did say that. I said bullseye, not crosshairs. Like, when is it okay? So when a right wing guy says fight like hell,
Or protest peacefully.
yeah, or protest peacefully or anything like that, they're like, oh,
he's inciting violence.
the right, oh no, they're inciting the violence. But this guy, he says something that's a little. Honestly, who believes here that when Joe Biden says that we need to put Trump on a bullseye, or another CNN contributor said we need to focus our fire on him. Obviously, they don't mean violence.
Well, who knows? I don't.
No, I'm saying being as pragmatic as possible. You know they're not speaking violently, but
I don't know if that's necessarily accurate because you have that congressman from California who's saying you need to get up in their faces. You need to.
Maxine
Maxine
Waters,
yeah, like pretty
one of
much
the
being
biggest
aggressive,
racists on this planet.
like being aggressive with like people who happen
You need to
be
make a scene. You need to make him uncomfortable.
a different party, you know.
And then when they do it to her, she says it's
Racist.
racism. You know, it's just. And
well,
then,
it's on a. Well, what I mean is on a case by case. Like honestly, I don't believe that Joe Biden meant anything other than just focus on beating him.
But it's
And
because
this other lady is just like focus our attention on Donald Trump, as in, point out everything that he's doing so that we can find the things that he's doing wrong. I understand that, but what really pisses me off is that, oh no, that's not inflammatory, or that's not like dangerous or violent rhetoric. The thing that pisses me off is when their guys do it. No, it's not. It's not anything that like they don't take it literally or they don't take it out of context
for what it means.
But when somebody on the right he says something even close to that, even just fight like hell, and they're like, oh my god.
Well, just like 3 months ago or like some months back, when the El Paso rep said, "I can't believe I have to tell," or it's not a direct quote, but it's because I forgot when she said, "I can't believe we need to tell Abbott that shooting people is not all right." You know what I mean? That's a kind of inflammatory language, And like we said, Abbott didn't say things really in a smart way in that tweet or whatever quote it was.
Yeah, it was on a radio.
With Dana last year. But right away they flip it. You know what I mean? They flip the script when it's not them to make somebody seem like something they don't really mean.
Oh, exactly.
But now that's what they are. They're the Democrats are like the school bullies that they finally get their butt kicked, and then once they get checked, they're like, okay, let's all tone it down. but while they're taking ceasefire, yeah. Well, don't say ceasefire because they might think they're gonna say that you're trying to start a fight, and then So, anyways, just these Democrats and like people are pointing out, look, they a lot of us, we're all for Donald Trump 100%. And look, there was no rioting, there was nobody went crazy, like the Black Lives Matter burning down the cities, Antifa going nuts and putting on bandanas and assaulting people or defacing buildings and stuff. That didn't happen, and that happened on Saturday. We're on Thursday, and everyone's like peaceful, and I have really strong feelings about it.
For sure.
I have really strong feelings about this. I don't think it was. I think there's a lot more to the story than we're being told.
Obviously, yeah. There's a lot more. Like any of these, even throughout history, assassinations and assassination attempts.
And besides, if you point out that they sent the JV team.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You sexist pig.
No, it's not even about being. I'm sure there's some badass women out there, but it's not my words. It's the own Secret Service said.
Or that group that shorted Donald Trump's Truth Social the Friday before the
Oh, they
attempt
should,
occurred.
yeah. So, I mean, of course, they didn't say the junior varsity team, but that's pretty much.
That's pretty
you know,
much.
But that's what they said.
It's colloquially, it's just not the best. It's
Yeah.
the ones before.
So,
And and I just wanted to point something out. Like when I had very strong feelings when I learned about it at the time, Saturday afternoon. At that time, I was actually with my children, and we were we were reading scripture for the Sunday mass readings. Um, when I get notifications of this, and what did we do? Well, we just started praying. We didn't. I don't know about every single right winger, but or at least any Donald Trump supporter. Every Donald Trump supporter, for that matter. I don't expect this from anybody, but I'm just saying, I actually feel very strongly about this. But instead of taking to the streets and destroying things to make to make some sort of message, weirdly, I don't know, like BLM, Antifa, all those guys, like, what was the meaning? I was like, what was the purpose of all that destruction? Who knows?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
cause.
Well, because Pelosi even gave him the green light. She
Well,
said they
then-
have a right to protest and get mad, right? So.
Yeah, but when
So
my guy
when it's them, it's cool.
when my guy gets actually hurt, and another person dies actually.
Yeah, that's horrible.
No, all we did was pray, and we went to church.
And like me, I didn't even turn on the news. I heard it. Actually, my sister told me. I didn't even turn on the news because I know the news is full of bullshit. I don't believe 90% of what's on the news anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, at first, loud popping, there was sounds,
Like,
So,
let's put two and
wow.
two together.
So, anyways, yeah. And then this is off the topic, but no, hold on. I'll just wait till we get to the JD Vance because I want to talk about some of that stuff. All right.
Okay.
So, anyways,
So pretty much, it's just Biden. What we're seeing here is just Biden. He's saying he made a whoopsie. He wants everybody to just tone it down.
he needs his butt wiped.
He of course.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, and a lot of people are saying it. This guy's gonna be out within a week and a half. Week and a half.
Oh, for real.
He's gonna be out. They're gonna replace him. He doesn't want to. He got. I thought it was suspicious that he got COVID. I mean, do people really stay away from other people with COVID anymore? They kind of.
Not really.
No, he didn't even use a mask when he got on the plane. So.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if he has COVID, he's probably taking the ivermectin he didn't want you to take. And then he got vax, right? They're saying that this is the third or fourth time he got COVID.
Something like that.
So, anyways,
I got it once for sure.
So I got it once for sure too, but I'm saying he's vaxxed, so I'm surprised he got it.
I know.
Maybe he didn't take his 10th upgrade or.
Oh, that's
update.
why.
He
Yeah,
probably didn't get his 10th booster. Maybe that's it. But anyways.
Well, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share the show with everybody that you know, your friends, your enemies, your frenemies, your situationships, boyfriends, girlfriends, everybody. And be sure to follow us on X. Be a friend of ours on Facebook. And we'll catch you guys later.